I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
A lot of words help me out here. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray.
Welcome back to All-Star Buzz. We're glad you're with us. Let's dive in. Carrie Underwood has just secured a staggering $1 billion victory in a defamation case against The View, marking one of the most significant legal blows to mainstream media in recent times. What began as a routine appearance at a political event quickly escalated into a fierce media feud, fueled by The View's harsh criticism. Rather than backing down, she struck back. The ruling has now reverberated throughout the entertainment industry, compelling networks to reconsider their handling of public figures and political discussions. It all began when Underwood was asked to perform America the Beautiful at Donald Trump's second inauguration. While numerous artists declined, she accepted, viewing it as an opportunity to unite people through her music. However, the reaction was swift. Detractors claimed her presence supported Trump's agenda. Fans were divided. Some praised her for staying true to her country roots, while others believed she had sabotaged her career by involving herself in politics. That's when The View entered the picture. The following morning, Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, and Sunny Hostin launched a scathing attack on her, labeling her performance as a promotion of hate and even questioning her intelligence, principles, and career prospects. What started as criticism quickly escalated into a full-blown smear campaign. They didn't pull any punches. They cautioned that both Nashville and Hollywood would abandon her, that her fans would boycott her music, and that she had made a mistake beyond redemption. Known for avoiding political conflicts, Underwood remained silent at first, but that silence didn't last. Though she never responded publicly, she stayed focused on her music. However, behind the scenes, her team was carefully documenting everything, keeping track and observing the situation unfold. As the backlash grew stronger, the effects became impossible to ignore. Sponsors pulled out. Some concert venues were reluctant to book her. Media coverage of her music took a turn, and it wasn't favorable. Then, unexpectedly, Underwood made a bold move that caught everyone off guard. She hit The View with a $1 billion defamation lawsuit, accusing them of intentionally spreading false and harmful claims that destroyed her reputation and career. ABC's parent company, Disney, fought fiercely to dismiss the case. Their legal team argued that The View was merely exercising free speech and political opinion. However, Underwood's lawyers came fully prepared, with evidence. They presented irrefutable evidence that the host's remarks weren't merely opinions, but harmful lies intended to tarnish her reputation. Then came the game changer. Leaked internal emails revealed that ABC executives had actively pushed the attack on Underwood for the sake of boosting ratings. This wasn't a casual conversation. It was a calculated media assault. The trial quickly became one of the most publicized legal battles in media history. And it didn't end there. Former ABC staff came forward to testify, exposing how The View's producers regularly stirred up controversy, often without any concern for the truth. Some even confessed that ABC intentionally targeted conservative public figures to provoke drama and generate viral moments. A few former employees dropped a bombshell, claiming The View had worked to blacklist Underwood from future TV appearances. Ultimately, the court ruled in her favor, granting her an unprecedented $1 billion in damages. The verdict didn't just plunge ABC and The View into full-blown crisis mode. It sent shockwaves throughout the entire media industry. From that moment on, reckless defamation would no longer be accepted. The effects were immediate. Advertisers began reassessing their partnerships with The View, and behind the scenes, changes were already underway. ABC executives raced to control the fallout. Rumors began circulating. Was The View facing a major overhaul? Some insiders even hinted that the network was reconsidering whether the show could continue in its existing format. However, this wasn't just a financial victory for Underwood. It marked a culture-changing moment. Fans who supported her through the turmoil viewed this as a triumph over biased media, a system that frequently silences those who don't align with Hollywood's prevailing political views. This case established a clear precedent, signaling that talk shows could no longer mask personal attacks as political discourse. Now, The View's future hangs in the balance. Sources suggest ABC executives are contemplating significant changes, possibly involving the dismissal of some of the show's most contentious hosts. Joy Behar, one of Underwood's fiercest critics, is reportedly under considerable pressure to step down. Sunny Hostin, whose remarks were particularly harmful, might also be at risk. Then there's Whoopi Goldberg, who typically defends her co-hosts, but has remained unusually silent, fueling rumors that she may be reconsidering her role on the show. Meanwhile, Underwood has emerged more powerful than ever. The View had forecasted this would end her career, but instead she's become unstoppable, proving she won't be bullied by the media. Her fans have rallied around her stronger than ever, and the results speak for themselves. Concert ticket. Sales have soared, and big-name sponsors who once hesitated are now eager to collaborate with her again. Why? Because she stood firm, fought back, and triumphed. This case isn't only rattling the entertainment world, it's igniting a major discussion about media responsibility. Should talk shows be permitted to spread falsehoods with no repercussions? Where do we draw the line between criticism and defamation? And should celebrities be expected to simply endure media attacks without defending themselves? These are the questions now sparking intense debate among journalists, legal experts, and the public. Naturally, some critics are opposing the ruling, claiming it could stifle free speech. They fear public figures might use defamation lawsuits to shut down critics. However, Underwood's supporters strongly disagree. They argue that this ruling doesn't suppress free speech. It demands accountability. The message is unmistakable. Criticism is acceptable, but blatant falsehoods intended to ruin reputations will have repercussions. With The View now in full crisis mode and media outlets rethinking their strategies, the consequences of this case are just beginning. Will ABC cancel The View to avoid further controversy? Will other celebrities follow Underwood's example and start standing up against reckless media attacks? One thing is clear. This lawsuit has altered the landscape for good. The media industry could be forever changed. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. More videos are on the way. See you in the next one.